Hi there, and welcome to the next in our series around the digital journey from ExoSystems. In this video, we'll be talking about the application strategy workshop and giving you an overview of the moving parts that you need to think about. My name is Shoal from ExoSystems, and at ExoSystems, we focus on helping you to digitize fast, be agile, and stay relevant in a changing world. The things to think about in your digital journey and when you're thinking about operating in the new digital world is ultimately making sure that you're giving your customers and your staff great experiences, preferably multi-touch experiences end to end across all devices. Thinking about creating agile solutions, which are about delivering fast, but then continuously adapting and continuously future-proofing your solutions. You want to be able to modernize any systems. So the idea isn't to start from scratch, it's to use the systems you have and start putting them into new experiences and new value journeys for your staff and for your customers. And ultimately, you want to lower the amount of skills dependence that you have on traditional development and focus more on business skills and bringing new value to the market. As I said in this video, we'll be focusing on the roadmap part of the digital journey, which is where the application strategy workshop comes in. This is a very important part of the journey, but it's certainly just a part of the journey. So what is the application strategy workshop? So ultimately, the point of an application strategy workshop is to help you and all our general organizations reach their goals by analyzing your business functions, looking at any digital strategies that you already have in play, prioritizing them out, looking at potential solutions to problems and pain points, and ultimately driving out new solutions and ideas that are going to move your company forward, putting them on a roadmap and using this as a structured way to move your digital journey forward. So an overview to how an application strategy workshop should be run, and this is something we use often for our customers, works really well. Make sure that you've got an audience from multiple parts of your business. This is very key. So you want representatives from a few different areas so that you get different opinions and different perspectives on the problems. Preferably 4 to 8 attendees, so no less than 4, no more than 8. It just seems to be the right balance. And preferably people that have a business and a technical viewpoint on the need and on the challenge. Usually it takes around 2 to 3 hours if you do it properly. And in our experience, that seems to work pretty well. The approach is that obviously you'll pick your attendees, you'll give them overview before they come into the meeting. But when the meeting actually starts, you want to kick off the meeting, just re-explain to the attendees why they're in the room, review the purpose of the workshop, which is ultimately going to be the 6 steps that I'll show you on the next slide, but really to get to a roadmap that everyone agrees on and that you can start working towards. Something we found that works really well is to continuously ask thought-provoking questions throughout the session. It really helps to make sure that participation stays high, and you ultimately want to capture that feedback on whiteboards. Now, with a lot of people working remotely or teams being dispersed at the moment, you can still have those whiteboards put together virtually, or you can assign someone in the room the task of keeping track of all the feedback. And another great thing we find is to provide inspiration through success stories, either success stories you've already had in your business as you've moved these things forward, or looking out to the market where other similar customers, other similar organizations have maybe seen some success in taking this approach. And again, we have a lot of those success stories to share. We're happy to share them with you. Ultimately, the outcome, as we keep saying, is a prioritized roadmap with a plan of action attached to it, required proof points so you have a clear view on how you know that you're moving forward along the roadmap, and you want to ultimately make sure that value is being delivered back to the business. So the 6 steps to a successful application strategy workshop that we'll go through very quickly. First of all, you're going to want to identify your core business goals and strategies. That's really at the higher business level to make sure that you understand what it is that you're collectively trying to move towards. You'll then build a business function map or business function maps, focusing on key lines of business within your business and making sure you understand the key processes there and put a bit of a rating to them from 0 to 3 on how well they're working, how well they're suited to what you need at the moment, and how well the systems that support them working. What you'll do then is you'll pick 1, maybe 2 of the low-rated processes from that business function map and dive into it a little bit more. Really start to understand really what the pain points are from a system perspective, from a process perspective, maybe even from a KPI perspective that you're trying to achieve that just doesn't seem to be coming right. Coming out of that, you'll move into step 4, which is ideation, where again, you're going to inspire the group, you're going to all come together and really start thinking about novel ideas or even repeatable ideas that have worked well for other businesses to be able to move those pain points forward. This is something that we've done a lot with our customers, and it's really a great part of the workshop to see the worry about the pain moving into the excitement for the future. You'll then all agree on the proof points that you're going to put together to collectively show that things are moving forward. It might be about technology, it might be about showing process improvement. And then after the end of it, you're going to bring it all together and develop a plan of action and socialize the results, because this is really an agile approach, and you need to make sure that everyone's on board and that stakeholders are continuously being updated. So that's it for the overview of the application strategy workshop. Again, the real point here is to get a few key people from lines of business in the room, from a business and technical side, to try and identify the points that are coming up often from a pain point perspective, prioritize them out, ideate, and move forward on a digital journey. And again, once you've done your roadmap, you can move forward then from identifying the high priorities on the roadmap into actually detailing what your first solution will look like. And that'll be the next video that we put out. So look out for that. So thank you very much. We hope that you enjoyed this. Please click on the link on the video or below to register for our webinar, where we'll be taking you through an application strategy workshop and detailing the first solution. Thanks very much.